friends. Okay, it is Big Mama. It is Sunday morning, March the 27th. Wait, 27th. I was right. We're getting closer and closer to April. Yeah, I'm so excited. Me and Carol Beth had an only girl night last night. Fat Man had gone down to Brian and Andrew's. They had a major, well, not a major. They had issue with their roof after a major storm we had Friday of last week. And so Brian had called and said that, you know, they had finally determined it was from where the wind had blown the rain completely sideways. That was when all those tornadoes and everything had gone through. Everybody's fine. Everybody we know here is fine. Hatmore, Alabama got hit hard. It like wiped out a whole trailer park. So, and I don't know. I don't know if there was a death toll. I just know a lot of people got hurt. But our crew, our family down there, Becca and Joseph are in Bruton. Brian and Andrew are in Andalusia. Yeah. And so they're fine. But they had an issue with their roof. So Fat Man went down there yesterday. Brian was going to climb up on the roof, take pictures, text or message them to Fat Man. Brian was going to stay on the roof, and Fat Man was going to explain to him what to do, how to fix it. I assume everything went well. I told Fat Man when he left, please don't let my child fall. Brian is the one. If anybody's going to get hurt, it's going to be the boy. He's why we can't have nice things. I actually got him a t-shirt like that for Christmas one year. You're why I can't. I'm why we can't have nice things. But true, every vacation, every accident, anything weird that has happened. Well, now Becca took her part of weird too. But Brian was the most accident prone. Becca was near about stuff she had kind of done stupidly. Well, she was little. It wasn't stupid. She was little and she didn't know no better. The googly eye in the ear. And then she did have like mishaps. She lost the mesh screen of an earbud down in her ear. Yeah, stuff like that. Brian's was more, he got hurt in the tornado when we were on vacation. He caught himself on fire. He was a volunteer fireman. He caught himself burning trash in our own backyard. It wasn't on the job, you know. It wasn't working with the fire department. It wasn't funny then, but thinking about here, he is a fireman, and we can laugh about it now because he's okay. Let me put it that way. Any of you that see me laughing and you think, oh my gosh, she's just a horrible mother, we can laugh at it now that we know he's all right. So, anywho, Sunday, did I say May the... Earlier, did I say May? I don't remember. March the 27th. I really got to watch it, y'all, because my mind, it ain't even janky anymore. It's just gone. Janky means you have a little bit, but, you know, my egg was cracked. Now it's fully wide open. It's gone. Alright, I'm getting some ice for my juice. What? I got V8 Splash this morning. I'm out of orange juice. I don't know if I'm going to order orange juice. We are trying to stick to a solid budget. And I've got a budget set up for April. I got watermelon cherry. Not sponsored in any kind of way, but V8, if you need a sponsor, I'm your girl. We love the splashes. Now, don't give us just plain old V8s. No, no. Alright, I did clean out the refrigerator the other day. That was on my list of things to do. But now that I did, I'm kind of scared. This is what our fridge looks like. It looks like a bachelor, doesn't it? All that over there is my medicine. We got a gallon of milk and some juice I just opened. And short of that, that bin down there needs cleaning out. I found a bad can of crescent rolls. I am in the process. We are going to have a reset. Sundays I usually try to do a reset day. This calendar, I never did reset this past week. This is stuff we had like the week before. Yeah, this was St. Patrick's Day week. So I've got to reset it. We're still in March. Becca's birthday's coming up. Her birthday will be Tuesday. Last Sunday we did go to church. Of course, couldn't take Ethel May. That's something we're going to be working. Well, it's over at Mr. O's getting worked on. That man, like I said, went down to the boys. So me and Carol Beth are here at home this Sunday. We can't go to church. I guess I could have called somebody yesterday for a ride, but that is good. Watermelon cherry, y'all. I'm anything watermelon. Honey, yes. When I kick the bucket finally, I want watermelon flavored embalming fluid. And see, it's stuff like that Batman was, only you would come up with crap like that. Where do you get that from? I don't know. I love watermelon so much, pump it into me. When you gonna pump it into me? My embalming fluid. Ask them if it comes in flavors, okay? Oh, but I'm going to donate my body to science. They've already claimed it. For real. Now, seriously, I have a whole body donation card. When I kick the bucket, they got to call a 1-800 number. Seriously, and they will make arrangements to pick my body up, fly it to where it needs to go. They'll do with me as they will. And then if there's anything left over, they'll send my ashes back to that man. But somewhere along the way, watermelon's going to be inserted. I'm just saying. That sounded awful. Forget I said that. And I hadn't even taken my morning meds yet. Okay, seriously. At least I'm laughing. They do have me on some new meds. And so I think that may be helping me make the turn. You know, sometimes you just get in such a deep depression that you yourself can't get you out of. Have you ever been there? I was at that point. I just, on my own, no matter what I tried, no matter what I did, it wasn't working. So, hey, I'm all in for taking medicine when you need medicine, especially if it's going to help you. So I don't condone just going and getting pills willy-nilly for no real reason. But hey, when you get to the point that you can't get out of something yourself, yeah, please seek help. Like, seriously. I'm on a serious note now because I know personally what can happen if you don't. So, moving on. I'm going to put y'all down for a second. We've been kind of all over. Uh-oh. What'd I do? Okay. Y'all are falling. And I dropped my cards. Okay. Alright. I'm sitting here with my cards I'd gotten from Ollie's. It's been a hot minute since I've been in there. But a while back, whenever we did go, I guess it's been a couple of months now, I had gotten all occasion cards. You know, it had like, it was Dayspring, the Christian company, and it was like birthday cards, sympathy cards, get well cards, thinking of you cards, You know, that type thing. Toot is just looking at me. I've got a friend that's going to have a birthday this week, or in fact her birthday's today. And then, or maybe it was yesterday. And then I've got one, I'm sending to a sweet viewer. She is a friend. I mean, she isn't just a friend. She's like a sister. Me and her are sisters at heart, like truly. She is in the hospital right now. So y'all please be praying for Sandy Engel. Sandy, hey hon, I am thinking about you and I'm going to send you a card. I told her I wished I could afford to fly down there and see her. I would love to be able to do that, but Big Mama ain't got fly down money. I don't even have get the grocery store money. So, but I'm sending her a card. If you would like to pray for her, please say a prayer for Sandy Engel. She's having some health problems. She has a couple of autoimmune diseases, and it's affected her heart. And so that just makes me hurt, just knowing that a real good friend of mine is dealing with something similar to that I am. So please be in prayer for her. The treatment that they're giving her can almost do more harm than good. And so they're kind of really testing it. She's still in the hospital. They wanted to keep her there for 2 weeks, maybe longer. She'd already been in there 2 weeks before they started the treatment. It was something that they did not want to take lightly, because if you don't need that particular treatment, it can have an adverse effect. And it can even have bad side effects even if you do need that particular medicine. Anywho, all that be said, please pray for Sandy Engel. Sandy, you're on my heart, girl. Oh, and then a woman at our church, sweet, y'all heard me talk about Granny Betty. Well, Granny Betty made it to church this past Sunday. We made it to church this past Sunday. It was our first Sunday back in a coon's age. And they said it was new, but that for Miss Betty, she had been out for a long while. And so she's dealing with she's elderly now. Her husband passed away a few years back. She's been in like a depression ever since he passed. She just don't know what to do with herself. And she hurts. And she is in constant pain. And she vowed she's not getting surgery no more. That was enough. So, I'm just going to send a little, it's a blank card in the inside. So, I'm just going to do a little thinking of you card. Let me let this dog in. If y'all can figure out what, and Lord have mercy, I'm all tangled up in my bag. You can't have that trip me up. How'd she fall? She tripped over her own catheter bag. Come on. There's Miss Foxy. Oh, you can smell the paper plant. That's not a good smell on a beautiful Sunday morning. That's, oof. If y'all ever smelt a paper plant, then you know what I'm speaking of. It almost smells like the sewage plant, but it ain't sewage. That's the paper mill. Oh, yeah. And now let that stink in my house. Anywho, so I'm going to be working on sending out cards. Stop and think today. Who could you send a card to, or a letter? Just take a blank note card, or take a blank piece of paper, or if you have, I don't think people have stationery anymore, and that's a shame. Get you some stationery. Okay, 23 pills down all at one time. And then the thing is, I take my little thyroid pill first thing in the morning. It isn't that big. It's maybe about the size of a pinhead. I cannot get that one to go down and say nothing. That was big old capsules and tablets and all kinds of stuff. Okay, now back to what was, send somebody a actual handwritten letter or a card. You know, just think of somebody You know, if you have the means and you have more than one person you can think of, maybe think of anybody that has a birthday. Someone that would be blessed by knowing that you're just thinking about them. How often do you get a handwritten letter or a card in the mail? I don't think people do it anymore, and that's a shame. Because doing this, and even if you don't do nothing but just sign it love, you know, you can just sign it love. And just doing that, that lets them know that at least you thought of them enough to get a card, write your name, kind of pick it out, put their address on it, put a stamp on it, and mail it to them. That is so much more personal than just sending a text or a message or those little GIF things. They're cute and all, and they have their place, but take time to brighten someone's day. Even if you know just somebody that's just kind of down in the dumps. I'm going to write Miss Betty a very encouraging, it was so good to see you, glad you're doing better, excuse me, that type thing. So I'm working on that today. I'm also working on my menu for the week. I was trying to do the month, I really was, and that's how I used to always do it, monthly. And like someone else had said, by the time you get to like the end of the month and you'd planned, you know, whatever, you plan breakfast, supper, and then that week rolls around, either A, you don't have the ingredients left to do that supper, or the thought of that just, ew, you know, let's just go out, make it much easier, let's just go out. So I'm doing week by week on my meal plan, and what I'm doing, oh, it's kind of like Kimmy from She's in Her Apron. I went through, like weekly, I'll go and I'll open up my freezers, I open up my deep freezer, I open up the upright freezer, and I just kind of take inventory of what I got. I wrote different meal ideas down, you know, this is what I kind of have in there. And then I wrote, okay, out of these meats and meals, this is what I could do. And I wrote it from Saturday to Saturday. Because I really want it to, I want like a Sunday or a Monday start. I forgot what I decided. A Sunday start, I think is what I said. But this is everything that we actually have in the freezer that's like ready to go. And then I got to thinking, because yesterday I had a treatment. And last night, the more I thought about it, I told Carol Beth that I would do the Hawaiian chicken, like from Aldi, and make some rice and do some veggies to go with it. Well, the more I sat here and the more I just kind of napped. I'd have my treatment, so I napped off and on throughout the day and into the evening. And then I sleep really good that night. I fell asleep last night with no medications. Yeah, not often does that happen, especially if I had a long nap, which I did. Anywho, I got to thinking, you know, that might need to be a takeout night. Let's just make Saturdays, instead of me planning things and then knowing I can't function or don't have the energy to do those meals, let's just do takeout. And then I thought, no, that's a lot of money. Say if nothing else, for the three of us, and I can't hardly think of anything that we could do cheaply, and I'm saying cheaply. Well, now we did do Wendy's the other night. Bo had his cardiology appointment. We had dropped the van off at the shop. We went to Montgomery to go to his cardiologist. He had a stress test. By the time we left there, it was 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock rush hour on I-85. So needless to say, it took us a hot minute to get home. And I told him the closer we got home, and he was starving because he had to be fasting from like 10 o'clock that morning to after his stress test. So, and it was like 5 when we left. And he's like, I could eat the dashboard of this truck. And I said, well, you know, let's just stop. I got to thinking about the Wendy's commercial, the $5 biggie bag. And I'm like, well, let's just pull into Wendy's. I've got their app. We can order the $5 biggie bag. I'll get some points. And, you know, be a little over 15 bucks with tax and everything. Luckily, I had cash because we waited and waited and waited and waited and waited. Go put on some Christmas music because it'll probably be Christmas by the time I get to the waiting end part. It felt like that's how long we were in that stupid line. And we pulled up to the speaker finally. And she was like, it's cash only. The machines are down. We're only taking cash. And it's like, thank Jesus, because all we got's cash. I had my cash envelopes. And I'd set some aside for emergency takeout or miscellaneous or like the food budget or whatever. So I pulled some of it out. Hey, sweet girl.
Hey.
I opened some of that juice. I just haven't put it in the fridge yet.
Yeah.
That watermelon cherry is delicious. But yeah, we went through that line and we did the $5 and wound up. It was like 18 something with tax. So that was doable. That was doable. I had 20. We made it. But that was even on the cheap side. I mean, that was going the cheapest route we could possibly think of. And it was good, don't get me wrong, it was delicious. But I know that it's not healthy for every time if we would need to do takeout, you know. So, I did show my infusion nurse. She had never been to, I just lost it, Fazoli's. If y'all have a Fazoli's in your area, girl, they have a family, a Supreme Family Go Meal, or you can eat it there. You get a choice of a pizza, cheese or pepperoni. Then you get a choice of 2 entrees. It was like chicken fettuccine alfredo, spaghetti and meat sauce, ziti with meat sauce. Yeah, you had different ones, and you could choose 2. And then 16 breadsticks. I'm so sorry. 16 breadsticks. And then you could add a salad for like $5. And it would be enough to feed. It said serving size 8 people, 16 people. 16 people, I think. No, maybe 8. Must have been 8. Anywho, for like $29. You couldn't beat that with stick. So that might be one night. But then again, I got to thinking, you know, how about if I just spend that money? If you're talking the lowest we could come in is 20 bucks. That's the cheapest we could possibly do takeout. I could go and get some pre-made meals from Walmart or Sam's, cheaper than that. Have you ever seen, oh y'all, I love the Stouffer's. I don't know what I do with my phone. I'll have to find it later. But Stouffer's makes a chicken enchilada. And it's the party size. They make just an individual. They make a family size. Get the party size. Yeah, the party size. It comes with a bunch of rice and you can stretch it. If you're like a family of 4, that will make 2. You could have it twice. You could have it the night that you cook it, and then you can have it like leftovers the next day or leftovers the day after that. So it's wonderful to do that, and just do your toppings, you know, your taco toppings to go on it. And then we usually do chips and salsa because that's a standard in our house is chips and salsa. But that Stouffer's meal, it's gone up now. It used to be $10. Now it's $14. But still, at $14. That's cheaper than us going to takeout. Now, I would say all for takeout. We'll probably do maybe 1 or 2 takeout times a month. I'm thinking about doing like a pre-made meal, like the Stouffer's entrees or whatever. Yeah, or like the Sam's pre-made meals, or the Walmart pre-made meals. Yeah. Oh, like the pulled pork that we got. All I got to do is grab one of those. It'll do for 2 meals. Grab some hamburger buns. My crew does not really like potato salad. That man likes macaroni salad. I like a little bit of potato salad or coleslaw. And Carol Beth just likes macaroni and cheese. So what I might do is get, like, if I can find some smaller ways of getting that, I'll get that. Oh goodness, I am so sorry, y'all. I'm looking at my little notes. Things that Sam's has, and then things that Walmart has. And so I'm going to kind of pull from those lists. I actually got on my phone and I looked up pre-made meals, pre-made frozen meals. And I just kind of jotted some that sounded good and sounded like what we would like. I jotted those down. And so whenever I'm doing my weekly menu plan, I know for Saturdays, I'm going to grab one of those. It'll be cheaper than takeout. It will just be easier. We won't have to load up, go in the car. Just go in the freezer, pull one out, put it in the oven, and boom. And I could do it like weekly, you know. Well, if it's from Sam's, probably monthly. If I'm there, I'll probably grab 2 at a time, maybe. I don't know. I hadn't figured out the logistics yet. Hey, give me kudos and points for at least figuring that much. So, got that figured out. I need to do my menu plan for this week. I need to look at any appointments we have this week. I don't think we have any. I really don't. I don't know when Fat Man goes back to the cardiologist. I don't know. I don't know when or if this week my van will be ready. Don't know. So yeah. As far as I know, we don't have anywhere to go. April's going to be a different story. April is kind of bam, 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 bam. And it will get fuller as the month goes on. That's how March did. March got fuller as it went on. So, but I guess that's enough of me rammering around my pie hole. I don't know what I planned today for supper. We planned to do hamburgers last night. And since Fat Man wasn't here, I did finally decide, and I asked Carol Beth, I'm like, you pick whatever you want that we got in this house, baby girl. Couldn't go nowhere because no vehicle. And she wanted cheese quesadillas. She's like, Mama, it'd be easy on you, and don't even worry about the fries, because we go to Mexican. She's gonna order plain cheese quesadilla and French fries. They know her, they know us, they're the usual. And she's like, mm-hmm. I told her she needed to really kind of blow their mind next time. Order a taco or 2. She loves eating tacos here. And I've given her one of my tacos. Like we go out to San Marcos or Mexico Typico or whatever. I've given her bites of my taco. I've let her have one of my tacos. I even ordered her own special taco. And she'll eat it. She loves them. I'm like, Carol Beth, did you like the taco? It's good. And I'm like, okay, you want to order that next time? No. So I guess I need to remember, even if she orders her cheese quesadilla and fries, order her a one like crunchy taco. She'll eat that when we go to Taco Bell. And to me, San Marcos or Mexico Typico is way better than the Bell. Alright, enough of me rammering. Today, I've got to, like I said, I'm going to meal plan. I'm going to try to make a very short grocery list. I don't even know when I can go. I might could do a pickup order for Fat Man to pick up tomorrow. Or for my friend to pick up. She's got to go to Millbrook tomorrow. She goes on Mondays to go shopping. So I'll probably get up with her and see if she can pick my groceries up. What little bit I need. Like I said, I'm trying to use what's here. I've worked out our new budget. We're trying a new budget way. We all just need to breathe. And, oh, Jordan Page from Fun Cheaper Free was talking about with the inflation and with groceries rising, what do you need to do? And we try to use her thinking of your grocery budget should be $100 per person per month. So for us, that way, starting at $300. So for our family, it's going to be $300. And that just, y'all, the other week when we went, it was $168. And everything that we got was a true need. We got dog food, cat litter. That took a bunch of it. And that is stuff I did not put into the equation of our budget. And I know now that I have to, because that money's got to come from somewhere. And then especially if they need grooming. Because just their dog food, cat litter will come up 20, 40, about $60. So you throw in their grooming, you're over $100. That's not counting their flea medications or their heartworm pills. That's like one lump sum, you know. And I'm trying to find a cheaper way of doing that. My watch keeps buzzing me of drink water. And then during the day, at evening, it'll buzz, walk around. Hey, I did get my 10,000 steps the other day. I only hit 1,000 yesterday. Because I had to sit in a chair for 5 hours and something. Anywho, she was saying with cost of inflation and things they said figure up about a 7% increase. A 7% increase in your grocery budget. Because that's about the rise of groceries now. Once you kind of average it out, everything is increased by 7%. That's a lot of money. If you really stop and think about it, that's a chunk of money. It ain't nothing to sneeze at, right? So I got to thinking, okay, 7% of our 300 would be 21. So we need, times 3. 7 times 3. I think is how I figured it up. Am I crazy, y'all? Is that right? Yeah, 7 times 3 would be 21. So add that 21 to our 300. You're talking 321. In Alabama, they have this lovely thing called state tax on groceries. Yeah, we're one of the only few states that charges tax on groceries. Alabama state tax is 10%. That's Montgomery. 10%. So right off the bat, if you're only spending $60, that's $6 going to taxes. You could have bought another piece of meat for that. You could have gotten another gallon of milk. You could have gotten, 2 18-count eggs. Produce. You could have gotten some produce with that. It's just unreal. And now the 7% on top of that. So, I had already worked into our budget. Our budget's $300. I'd figured in $10 for tax, and that was on the good side. I mean, that was just like the bare minimum. I knew it wasn't going to be enough, but there you go. Because really for $300, 10% would be $30. Well, I didn't know where that would come from. I figured we'd skip, a meatless meal would take, meat out of the equation. Does any of this make sense? We're going to go with it because, yeah, to me it does. where was I? Oh, the $10. So it was $3.10 is what I allotted for groceries. I'm going to show you my grocery budget, my budget plan. Alright, here's my budget plan. Okay. And unfortunately, I think I did show real numbers, but that's okay too. So adding that 21, it made it 331. Well then, okay, it was our real estate taxes. I was setting aside $35 a month to start going toward our real estate tax. But then I figured, wait a minute, how do we work that out last year? Fat Man gets 26 paychecks a year, not 24, and gets paid bi-weekly. So we have, why they call it 2 free checks, I do not bloomin' know, but they call it 2 free checks. Trust me, they're not free. Because by the time, and we always get it like the last check of the month, it'll be, you know, extra. But it's not extra. Because like the next month, the first paycheck he gets doesn't hit until like the 14th or 15th. Our bills come out the first of the month. So where's that money coming from? That last check of that month. I'm just saying. So it's not a free check, but we do have a little bit excess money from it. So we'll take that extra and the extra from the other one, and that's how we will pay our state tax for the house. So, yeah. How did I go from, well, yeah, we were on the same track. I was on the same track. We were talking about budgets. We were talking about menus and budgets. Budgets. See, that worked. Menus and budgets and cost of inflation on groceries. So, but think about, you're going to have to, because, you know, I was still like, how can we do this? You can't. You can't. If you can find extra from your budget, say if you want to cut out, and I've done cut out the basics. I mean, I got down near to the bare bones, okay? I'm allotting $321 for groceries. Miscellaneous, like household, things like that, $100. That's for the month. Pet, I did go ahead and figure in $100. See, we never budgeted for pets. Don't know where that money was coming from, but that's why we were getting further and further behind, because we were spending that money. You know, things were getting further and further behind. So, but it really made me stop and think. Okay, like subscriptions. I'm thinking, okay, $12.99 for Disney Plus. That's not that bad. Baby girl loves her some Disney. We're going to do that. $5.99 for Hulu. Okay, we love Hulu. Let's do that. It's only $6 a month. We can do that. Amazon Prime. Yeah, Fat Man likes that channel. Let's get that one. Well, but then by the time you figure in, we do Discovery, we do Amazon, we do Disney, we do Hulu, we do... Is that it? I think that's it. Oh, I do my Wondershare Filmora, my editing software for YouTube. I have to pay for that. And then, oh, I got myself the Pandora radio subscription. That way I can listen to it as I walk in the neighborhood. It doesn't matter if I get out of range from our internet, or, you know, we don't have signal or whatever. I can still listen to my Pandora. It's just $4.99 a month. Now I found out we're being charged $10. I got to figure out how to get that situated. But I added it up. We are all in subscriptions, $70 a month. $70. And we cut out cable because it was too expensive. Well, yeah, cable is. Cable is outrageous. But for 60, we could have gotten Sling TV and never gotten every channel we needed. You know, it was, oh, $12.99. That's not much. $5.99. That ain't nothing. Go ahead. Y'all like that channel. Let's go ahead and get it. We're 70 bucks in. So something gotta go. And I can go ahead and tell Fat Man it ain't gonna be Disney. She can't sleep at night. She's all up in some Disney. Neither one of us slept worth a hoot. Well, yeah, I kinda did. But I woke up at 4:30, so there you go. I did sleep good last night. Once I got to sleep. But yeah, I woke up at 4:30 this morning. Anywho. So yeah, there were things that came up that we never really sat down. We used to, years ago when we lived down on the farm, we had to budget for every penny we had. Because we had like the farm income due to state tax, federal tax. We had kind of kept that separate. And we always wound up, it just worked out that way. Truly, and we weren't fibbing or anything, we were cutting a loss on our farming. We spent more in seeds, fertilizer, manure, you know, that type of thing. Plants, gas for the tractor. You had to figure all that in. Gas for the vehicle going back to the farmers markets. Vehicle depreciation. I'm trying to think about what all was on there. But we always counted a loss. And that's farming for you. Oh, because of our water bill. We had the water bill separate. We knew what we were giving to the crops and we knew what we were giving to us. So, and there were some drought years. I mean, drought years. And then if I bought canning supplies to make the jams and jellies and pickles to sell, that had to count. And we wound up keeping honeysuckle. We sold out of as fast as I could make it. Honeysuckle jelly. I did not make any last year. This year, I'm going to find me some honeysuckles growing. Because Mama, ooh, yeah. Put that on a hot biscuit. Can't nobody tell you nothing. I mean, for real. But anyway, I really sat down and came up with a better budget system. You know, we used to do the envelope system. We used to count for everything. And this kind of home repairs. I can't tell. We hadn't had a home repair budget in years. Like years. Where'd that money for that hallway come from? I don't know. We paid for it though as we went. But it took money from something else. Yeah. Because paint ain't cheap. I am going to have to work on subscriptions. We really got to sit down and figure out what we're going to narrow down. I found out my insurance is not going to start, or it started not covering. Yeah, it started not covering some of my medications. Yeah, see, it's telling me drink water. So we're having to, I found out we were spending 50, 40, 30 bucks. 30 bucks here, 40 bucks there, 50 here for medicines. And I'm like, wait a minute, where'd that money come from? You know, something was going short. So, this a lot even for like hair care. When I took care of Beth for her haircut, I don't know what category I took that money from, but it came from somewhere. So I need to keep up where it's coming from. So I allotted for haircuts. I allotted for oil changes, Of course, he just went and got oil change stuff for his truck. He changed it yesterday morning before he left for Andalusia. $70. It cost him $70 to buy the oil, to buy the filter. He needed something, oh, the air filter. $70. And he's like, yeah, but you know what it would be for me to drive my truck to, Express Oil, or, one of those oil change drive-through things that they have. He said it's definitely over $70. I'm like, oh my mercies. So yeah, I don't want to know. I am going to have to start figuring when and if Miss Ethel May gets fixed and back home. I got to start figuring gas for her. I've got to call the insurance company tomorrow and figure out why she hadn't been added. I looked at our auto insurance bill and it's just the same as it was, and I called them to add Ethel May. I don't know why they haven't. Anywho, Sunday. How are y'all doing? I forgot where we started. I was telling y'all, do a card to somebody. Figure up, the weekly reset. Let's do that. Let's do that. My weekly reset, this is what I do. I used to clean out my car, but since I haven't had one in a hot minute, that's off the list. I do try to sweep around outside, around the doors. That man kind of took care of that the other day with the leaf blower. So, and I did do around the front door the other day. It needed it again, so I did it yet. Let's see, Sunday. Let's go to a Sunday. Let's see what we're doing. I am testing a new planner. I wasn't going to say anything until I tested it for like a full month. But so far, I'm liking it. When I get through at the end of next month, I will give y'all a full review and my thoughts on it. So, there you go. But yeah, on Sundays, do like a reset. And this is just some ideas. I used to do weekly resets all the time. And then I kind of got out of the habit. But this planner is kind of based on doing your reset. Meal plan, do your grocery shopping, clean out your purse. And I'm done from the week before's task list. And then I put in church. I didn't get to go today. It's trash night. I'll gather all the trash. And we'll get the can down at the end of the road today. Also, I put in any cards. I'm going to add that to this. Send cards. To people. And Sunday's a good day to do that. You've had that reflection time. You've had God come into your heart. You probably don't do a lot of chores on a Sunday. I don't. I mean, my floor needs a hot mop for show. And I might have Fat Man do that when he gets back. I guess I could. But it's just a good time to sit down and really think about people, pray for them, write your card, really lay your heart on and your mind on those people that you're sending cards to. I will add either a Bible verse if it's not added, and then I really take that time to pray specifically for that person. I pray for them daily, but Sundays I really devote, Alright, next thing you do, meal plan, grocery shop, clean out your purse, send cards to people, gone to worship, trying Trying to think of what else. Like I said, I showed y'all my refrigerator. Did clean that Hot Mess Express out. I checked freezers for ideas for meals. Wrote those down. I'll need to clean out my office. That's something I need to do today. So office. And I went ahead and set up my planner last night. I was looking for something, or late yesterday afternoon maybe. I was looking for something to do, but I didn't want to get up and move around a lot. So, I think that's basically it for like a reset day. You know, just see what around your household that needs to kind of be done. Or if you don't want to do it that day, think, okay, this next week, this is what I've got to do here, 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 and here. I've got these appointments. We need an easy meal here. You know, think of all those things coming up that you need to prepare for. Are you going to the gym? Do you need to pack your gym bag? Are you going to, you know, Mother's Day out? Do you need to pack the diaper bag? It's been so long since I've had littles, but I have, you know, I had Alice Marie when she was just a babe. I don't get her anymore, and it just breaks my heart. It really breaks my heart. For those of you that let adoptive mamas be an Oma to your grandbabies, don't forget those adopted Omas. Don't forget your adopted mamas, because that breaks their heart. Anywho, I'm not going to cry. I'm not going to cry. Trying to think of what else I do on Sunday. I need to go figure out a Sunday lunch. Usually whatever I make on Saturday, I double up. Y'all know I used to do like the double up thing. Here lately, food has not been stretching as far because we can't buy as much. So I haven't doubled up. Now, see, if it was chilly weather, I could. We're like in the 70s. The other day we were in the 80s. We've had our air on. Had to go back to the heater. One day, in a 24-hour period, we had the air on during the day and the heat on at night. I am not even lying to you. Yep. In a 24-hour period. Yes, ma'am. We went from sunshine to nearby snow. I tell you, if Mother Nature's got to be bipolar. Down in Alabama she is. That or she's just confused as the rest of us. No, I do not believe in a Mother Nature. You seen them people like on Y-Swap or something? Them people a little touched. God's our weatherman. God is our, and sometimes I think we get the cold and the hot to see how God can come through. You hot? Wait, watch this. Okay, but that's kind of all I'm going to get done today. Meal plan, I'm not going to grocery shop. I'm going to shop my freezers and my pantry, and basically everything I put on our menu list. Let's get back to that. Everything I put on our menu list, I've got basically in that freezer or the other freezer or the pantry. The only things I might need to add, like somewhere where I've added like the roll, well, I've got Rhodes rolls in there. I've already got taters for that. I might have to get some salad. Anyway, I just realized I put ribs right next to barbecue sandwiches. I'm going to have to move something. Okay, yeah, I'm going to have to move something around. I might swap that out. Let's swap out the boneless crock pot ribs for the homemade chicken pot pie. We'll swap days there. That way it's not barbecue back to back. On that barbecue, I've got leftovers in the freezer from the other time that I made it. So, let me let dogs in. And I think that might do it for today. Like I said, I'm getting back into the swing of things. I do want to do a Q&A one day. So, here's my challenge to you. In the comments down below, leave any questions you would like to ask me, or Fat Man, or Carol Beth. And we're going to say, we're going to do the Q&A Tuesday. Tuesday we watch wrestling. But we can watch it at any time. Tuesday we're going to do the Q&A. Okay? I'm going to write that down before I forget. But I need some way of being held accountable. And y'all would maybe give me some ideas of things that you would like to see in future videos. Comment down below, A, what you would like to see in upcoming videos. B, any questions you've got for me, Fat Man, or Carol Beth. Or just any comment, you know, whatsoever. Yeah. So let's do that. And I'm going to record Q&A. I totally misspelled record, but that's okay too. Tuesday. So I'm going to leave the questions here, and I'm also going to pop on Instagram and leave it over there too. I'll leave like a question box. I think I remember how to do that. So, but for today, that's going to do it. Like I said, they're short, but they're getting me back into the swing of things. And it is making my spirit starting to lighten up. So, thank you for that. Thank y'all for being there and just listening to me. And commenting that you like to listen to me. I'm sorry I have not commented more on y'all's comments. I need to comment on y'all's comments. But I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Bo Sutton, Amy, Doris, Bill, Denise, or Denise. Is it Denise? Denise? You know who I'm talking about, babe girl. Dora, oh, I know I'm forgetting others. I know I am. Sandy, hey hon. If I'm forgetting you, I'm so sorry. Those are the names that are just kind of popping in my head right now. Thank y'all. Thank you for the words of encouragement. Thank you for the prayers. Thank you for the just good thoughts you sent my way. I could feel y'all's prayers. I really could. Hey, I'm proving the power of prayer, ain't I? If I ain't the billboard for that, I don't. So until next time, y'all be good, be sweet. Don't start nothing, there won't be nothing. Share. Play nice with others. And just be kind to one another. If you need bail money, call me. Call me. I might have to work a couple of extra shifts on the pole, but call me. I pole danced yesterday. Fat Man made that comment. I've got the IV pole that will extend out. They were hanging my medicine. Yeah. So I was pole dancing yesterday. So, but until next time. Bye, Hines.